Within our solar system there are 8 planets. Each planet orbits around the Sun due to the force of the Sun's gravitational pull. Each planet has a different distance from the Sun, therefore has a different length axis, which results in varied times to complete a full rotation around the Sun. From closest to furthest away from the Sun, all 8 planets include: Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It is the smallest planet within the solar system. Mercury only takes 88 Earth days to completely orbit the Sun. Venus is the second closest planet to the Sun. It is the hottest planet in the solar system with an average temperature of 462 degrees. It takes Venus 224.70 days to orbit the Sun. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and is the planet which we all live. Earth is the only planet with plants, animals and humans. It takes Earth 365.25 days to orbit the Sun. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun and is known as the red planet due to its brownish-red surface. It takes 686.98 Earth days for Mars to orbit around the Sun. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and is the largest planet in the solar system. It takes Jupiter 11.86 Earth years to orbit around the Sun. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and is the second largest planet in the solar system. Surrounding Saturn is a ring made from chunks of ice and carbonaceous dust. It takes Saturn 29.45 Earth years to orbit around the Sun. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun and is referred to as the ice giant. This is due to an upper layer of hydrogen and helium, an icy mantle covering a rock and ice core. It takes Uranus 84 years to orbit the Sun. Neptune is the eighth and furthest planet from the Sun. Due to its extremely long distance from the Sun, Neptune's average temperature is minus 200 degrees Celsius. It takes Neptune 164.8 years to orbit the Sun. To show just how big a difference of orbit time each planet has, let's take a look to see how old I would be if I lived on other planets. On Earth, I am currently 20 years old. If I lived on Mercury, I would be 83.5 years old. On Mercury, I would be 32.7 years old. If I lived on Mars, I would be 10.7 years old. If I lived on Jupiter, I would be 1.69 years old. If I lived on Saturn, I would be 0.68 years old. If I lived on Uranus, I would be 0.23 years old. If I lived on Neptune, I would be 0.12 years old.